Yo, what's up, my Rhythm Gang? Back to another video. This is what if Naruto was a taijutsu master, part 2. So let's go straight into this what if. Remember, my Snapchat is Rhythm Sage. My TikTok is Rhythm Echo 420. Let's get straight into this. So oh wait, hold on, sorry. So then Naruto gets to the Force of Death, and he's doing this by himself. He doesn't have a teammate. So when the Proctor is giving the speech, explains everything, she says, "Oh, this is gonna be super difficult, and you might die in here if you're not careful." And Naruto laughs. She's like smirking, and she's like, "Oh, so think you're not gonna get at least injured a little?" And he's like, "Nope, not at all." And she throws a kunai right at him. He catches it instant and like breaks it with his bare fist. And then he's like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure nothing will happen to me." And everyone's looking at him. Fucking Orochimaru, even Rock Lee was like, "Damn, that was pretty fast." Neji is there, all the 9 Genins or whatever just saw that, and they're like, wow, that was fast as hell. And Orochimaru could sense how dangerous he is, and is like, I need to take this kid out fast. So, everyone gets their scroll, Naruto gets the Earth Scroll, and then they're about to go, and he gets released, and he goes looking around. It takes him a while to find someone, and then he finally finds someone with a heaven scroll. He takes him out and heads to the center. He turns it in, and he has to wait like 2 days for everyone else to finish. So 2 days go by, everyone else finished, and some people heard that he finished it in like a record-breaking time. So then he's being talked about a lot by the examinees and some of the senseis. And then everyone in canon that regularly passed inside of the inside this what if. So Team 7, Rock Lee's group, all those other groups. And then they have 1 day to prepare for the final, or second and final phase. And then, while he's preparing, he trains a little. And then he has to fight Gaara this time. And then Rock Lee gets to fight, Kiba, I think? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Kiba. So then, when it comes up to Naruto and Gaara's fight, Naruto goes down there with all his weights on, and Gaara's like, prepare to die, and Naruto was like, whatever. So, when the Proctor says go, Gaara uses his sand to try to take out Naruto, and Naruto easily dodges it, and he goes and throws a right hook right at the fucking Gaara, and it breaks through the shield, and Gaara gets knocked straight in his jaw, and he flies into a wall, but the sand cushioned it a little bit, and he's bleeding from the mouth. He's pissed off, and he tries harder, and he keeps doing this, and then Naruto is getting kind of pissed off that he won't go down. So then Naruto was like, okay, time to take you out. So he takes off his hat, and he does the same thing with what he did to Zabuza. As soon as he took off his hat, he was fast as hell. Gaara can't even, keep up with him. So Gaara uses his final move, or the final move that he can use without being exposed from being the One Tails. uses like his sand coffin, and fucking when the sand hits Naruto, it just melts. It just turns into straight lava, and then fucking Gaara's like, what the hell? How is this possible? And then a second later, Gaara's knocked out. Hit fucking Naruto chopped his neck, and he was falling to the ground really slowly. And he just passed out. So Naruto won, and everyone was absolutely amazed of how fast he was, and all this other shit. And even fucking Might Guy was very impressed with Naruto's abilities. So then everyone else goes. It goes exactly the same. Hinata loses. Kiba loses. Fucking Shikamaru wins. I think. Yeah, I don't know. Sasuke wins, and all. It's just canon. So then, the fucking propsters were like, okay, you have 1 month to get ready for the final exam. So Naruto was like, okay, let's go time. I turn as hard as I can. So one day he's training. It's like his second day in training, and he's been training for almost a full day, 24 hours, but it's been only like 22 hours, and he's about to pass out, and then the Nine Tails is like, come on, you could do harder, and he's like, what? And then he goes into like that little cage thing that the Nine Tails was, and the seal, he looks at it, and he was like, who are you? And Nine Tails was like, well, I'm the Nine-Tailed Fox, and I'm very impressed of how strong you are. I don't like weaklings, so for being so strong and not dying on me, I will lend you some of my power. And then fucking Naruto was like, oh, thank you very much. So then Naruto takes some of his power, and Naruto's like, wow, I feel so strong. And his body's like changing and morphing. He's getting larger, stronger, shredded. His hair is changing. And he looks like the picture right here. And he just walks. He's trying to walk like 2 steps, and his body takes him like 100 meters in the distance. And he's like, what? I wasn't even trying to move that far. And he was like, this power is amazing. So during the entire month, he trains with Kirima, and he's able to control his power now at a certain degree. And now, once he's in that form, he's super strong. He's like in the sixth gate. I don't know what sixth gate is called, but he's in the sixth gate basically. So then once the exam started, he's fighting Neji. It's everything like in canon. Sasuke will show up late and try to look cool even though he's not. So the first fight is like Naruto and Neji come up, you go first. Neji was like, I'm gonna show you who really is the strongest out of us two. And Naruto was like, yeah, whatever. So then Naruto was like, I'm not gonna hold back on you. And then Neji was like, yeah, okay. You're still gonna lose. And then Naruto takes off all his clothes except for his shirt and his pants. He takes off all his weighted clothes and he drops them all. And it makes a huge ass crater. You know how big the crater was when Rock Lee dropped his weight? It was like 10 times bigger. It was humongous. And everyone in the crowd was shocked as hell. They're like, what the fuck? And all the Kages were like, this kid is going to kill Neji. But we'll just see what happens. Like, they want to watch of what happens. So then, so Neji's like, okay, so I am probably going to lose if I don't go all out from the very start. So Neji's looking straight at him with his Byakugan, and then Neji's eyes start rolling into the back of his head, and he's passed out. And everyone's like, what the fuck just happened? Because to everyone's eyes, even the Kage's eyes, Naruto has not moved a single inch. But fucking Neji's already falling to the ground, knocked the fuck out. So everyone's like, what? What the hell happened? And like a second later, a huge ass gust of wind blows in everyone's face. And some of them figure out that he just knocked out Neji without no one noticing. And it was so clean that even Neji didn't even notice that he was just knocked out. So everyone's so surprised, and then fucking Naruto was like, "Did I overdo it? I probably did overdo it." So then Naruto goes over to the fucking he goes over to Neji, make sure he's alright. He's okay, he's breathing. So the propter was like, Naruto Uzumaki wins the battle. And everyone else fights goes the same. Fucking Sasuke comes up, he fights Gaara, and then the attack happens, and fucking the third Hokage dies, and Naruto goes to fight Gaara, and Gaara turns into his one-tailed form, and Naruto's like, okay, you're about to get clapped up. So he takes off all his weights, and he's like, okay, you're about to get one-tapped. So he used all his force to punch the one-tails when it was, like, released, and he, like, makes a giant-ass hole in the fucking chest of the one-tails. The one-tail's like, how is this mortal child have so much power? And then the one-tail senses the fucking the fox spirit inside of Naruto is like, oh shit, that's Kurama. And then seconds later, Naruto's pounding on the one-tails and then brings Gaara out of the form and then knocks him out and then asks Sasuke to put him under Genjutsu. Sasuke puts him under as strong as a Genjutsu as Sasuke can muster up, and then ties him up with some special type of rope. And then he goes to help out everyone else. So he makes sure the Hidden Leaf doesn't get as destroyed as in canon, but it still gets really destroyed. And the third Hokage dies, and he can't get there in time. And then he decides that he wants to come back to the village. He comes back, and everyone's super happy that, or a lot of people are sad that their Hokage died. Some people are happy that it wasn't as bad as it could have been if the Naruto and those Jonin weren't there. So everything's getting back to normal, and then Naruto sees this guy perving on some girls, and it's this guy called Jiraiya Sensei, and he was like, "Hey, yo, are you looking for someone?" And Jiraiya gets spooked, and he's like, "Oh, no, I'm alright. Shoot, go away, kid." And Naruto's like, "I don't think so. I think you're just perving on those girls in there." And Jiraiya was like, "No." And then Jiraiya knows he's busted, and then he's like, "Shut up, kid. You don't know anything. Just leave me alone." And then fucking Naruto was like, but I need a new trainer, a new sensei, and you seem pretty strong." And Jiraiya was like, "I am pretty strong." So then Naruto asks if he could train him, and Jiraiya goes to these old people, like the old hags of the village, and try to recruit him to become Hokage. And Jiraiya was like, "Nope, I'm not doing that." And he's like, "I'll go find Tsunade." They're like, "Who you gonna, or not who you gonna, we know you're just gonna leave the village and not come back, so why would we ever let you go out on by yourself?" And then Jiraiya would be like, ha, that's where you're wrong. I'll bring some kid with me so I could train him." his name is Naruto Uzumaki, and they know who Naruto Uzumaki is. So then they're like, fine, whatever. You could go on this adventure to try to find Tsunade. But if you can't find her within a month, then you have to come back. Then Jiraiya was like, okay, fine. If I don't find her within a month, I'll come back and become Hokage. So then they go out on their adventure, and Naruto packs simple shit. Like a few clothes, gets all his money, then they're on their way. And fucking Naruto was like, okay, so I need to know, like any taijutsu, tactics. And then, fucking Jiraiya was like, okay, I know a certain form that you may be able to learn, but not right now. Right after this mission, we could fucking, teach you this form. So while they're walking, they stop at a few places, and Dry uses a Rasengan on some guy. And fucking Naruto was like, wow, how did you do that? And he explains it, and Naruto was like, let me try. So you're trying to do it, you can't do it. So then Dry was like, so he doesn't have any ninjutsu, genjutsu, or dojutsu. He only has taijutsu. So he's trying to figure out a way that Naruto can get his own, like, jutsu that only requires ninjutsu. So he's thinking he can't find anything besides Sage Mode, but he doesn't know if he's ready for that. So they keep going on that, they keep going on the mission to find Tsunade, to find him, or find her, and she's talking smack in the bar. Naruto gets super angry. Because the third Hokage helped out Naruto a few times and cared for him. And Naruto really liked the third Hokage. So then the fucking Naruto was like, okay, you have to apologize if I beat you in a fight. And then, and you have to become Hokage. And then fucking Tsunade was like, sure, whatever, kid. And then she brags about she can only use one finger to take him out. And then fucking remember that fucking what's his face? Dry had never seen Naruto fight, so he doesn't know if he's super powerful or weak. But he kind of gets a sense that he is kind of powerful. So then he's like, this should be interesting. So Tsunade tries to use one hand or one finger, and at first it seems to work, but then right after that it just does not work at all. So then Naruto drops his hat, and then it makes Tsunade, like, get on one knee, bow down to him. And Tsunade was like, wow, you're actually stronger than you look, kid. And she agrees to go, but first she has to do a few things. And then she meets up with Orochimaru and asks to do this thing. And then she's thinking about it and all this other shit. So then, fucking, while they're, waiting for Tsunade to do the certain thing, these two guys come looking for Tsunade to pay some debt, and a few hours go by and they all figure it out. A big chase happens, and Tsunade explains everything, and then fucking snakes are attacking this fucking place, and it's Orochimaru trying to fight Tsunade because she won't heal him. So then once they start fighting, Naruto comes up and is fighting that one Four Eyes, and as they're fighting, Jiraiya's and Tsunade are both fighting Orochimaru. Naruto takes out Four Eyes really quickly and tries to help out with Orochimaru. He takes off all of his clothing, his weighted clothing, and he's super fast now. it looks like he teleported straight to Orochimaru. He basically teleports to Orochimaru, kicks him straight in his teeth, and it looks like he was done for, but he wasn't. And he manages to escape. And then they go back to Henley Village, and Tsunade was like, here, you could have my necklace, and everything's good. And I'm going to leave this episode off here. I'm pretty sure this is a shorter episode than last episode. This will be out the Monday, so it's Sunday right now. This will be out on Monday. See y'all tomorrow, and I love you all. Bye bye.